All right, here we go. We're getting started off with this grudge match. Former tag team champions that were stripped of the titles by Amp Army, Nerd Rage, and 9 Blue are now facing off against each other after the disassembly of Bullet Club last week. Juno in the black and blue, and of course, middle-aged Nerd in the fatigues. Should be interesting to see these two face off against each other after what happened once they lost the titles to Amp Army. A side headlock here as Juno takes control. This whip pull back off to the ropes and a big knee to the midsection of Juno. Big boot by Juno. He's going to try and create a little bit of separation here. These two are very familiar with each other's styles. Big reverse suplex now. This elbow reversal by Juno. And a side drop takedown. Juno beginning to create a little bit of a gap here in this match. Middle-aged Nerd with a nice reversal. Keep in mind, a lot of these competitors, again, trying to find themselves after the disassembly of SWAT and Bullet Club last week. Armageddon event, only one team could survive. And, of course, that team was Amp Army. That's Mr. Amplified, 9 Blue, and Nerd Rage. And former member and... now on the injured list, hasn't been seen for a while. Pokenuts also associated with Amp Army, but hasn't been seen in the GWA in quite some time. Nice straight jacket suplex now by Juno. Good for a 2 count after Nerd kicks out. Big slam now. Takedown by middle-aged Nerd. He's going to try and regain a little bit of control here now against Juno. Not going to work too well. Nice reversal leg sweep takedown. Juno lining something up here, but it's reversed. And a big boot to the midsection by middle-aged Nerd as he gets behind. There we go. Triple Vortsplex. This might be it. The other half of this former tag team taking that triple Vortsplex. And almost a 3 count there. Hard to believe Juno able to kick out after being dropped on his back 3 times. Not so much fun for the big guy. The big guy taking the chair now. Saying, we don't want none of that. Juno isn't having any of that. Juno was in full control at this point as things get taken to another level outside of the ring. Juno goes under. Nerd is grabbing the steel steps. Baseball bat, but it does no good. The steel steps by middle-aged Nerd drive them into the chest of Juno. Juno now, the running shoulder tackle. Oh, as he throws him around here. Juno asserting control. Now he's got that chair over the back of middle-aged Nerd. And he's continuing to wreak havoc on middle-aged Nerd. Sends him into those steel steps this time. This is not looking good at this point for middle-aged Nerd. Juno dominating the Nerd. Sends him back onto the apron. Big forearm and a boot. Might see a comeback here. Oh! From behind. Atomic drop down on the shin. Does middle-aged nerd have enough? Running spear into the corner by middle-aged nerd. Juno now on the receiving end. He goes for the pin. Middle-aged nerd, 1. And only good for the 1 count after Juno kicks out. Uh-oh. Here it is. He's taking him for a ride. Can he get the big guy up? And down he goes. Middle-aged nerd with a huge choke slam on Juno. There's a good chance this might be it for Juno. 2. And a kick out at 2. Nice reverse haymaker by Juno now. Big right hand. 1, 2, 3 count. Juno takes the win. Unbelievable win by former tag team partners. Juno proves his superiority over middle-aged nerd here at this week's GWA Sunday Showdown.